Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a while. I've been extremely busy in real life and dealing with some personal stuff. But I thought that I'd jump on back into Classic WoW for Mr. Pandaria just to relax for a little bit. Well, it seems a lot's happened since the last time I've logged on. Okay, it seems Blizzard has made some huge changes by adding what the people are calling these new mega servers and turning our original Classic servers into what they are calling legacy servers. I can show you really quickly if all you want to know is how to transfer your characters to these new active servers or mega servers really quickly, okay? But I would suggest that you stay after I show you so I can give you some advice that will be super helpful and useful so that you don't make mistakes, leaving things behind or running into some of the issues when transferring your characters to these new active servers, okay? Okay, guys, let's show you how to transfer your character over to these new active servers from your legacy servers, okay? So first, let's go to a visualization right now. So I'm on Mankirk on one of these OG or legacy servers now, right? So these are the old ones. If you come over here to the active tab, we now have 7 of these new normal servers, and we have 1 RP server and 1 RP PvP server, okay? So those are the servers that we have now that are considered mega servers or active servers, okay? Now to transfer to one of these, um, your current legacy server that you're playing on is actually linked to a certain one of those new mega servers for the free transfer, right? Um, Now, what you want to do is come down here to the lower left-hand corner of your character selection screen, right? And you want to hit Shop. And you want to come down here into Services, down here on the left-hand side, and then click on this free character transfer, okay? Now you'll hit Buy. Now, you're not purchasing anything at the moment, you're just going through the Blizzard's UI here. And then you'll come to the Realm or Realms drops down list that you've played on in Legacy. And you'll also have the characters that you've played on those realm or realms, okay? So you get to choose which characters you want to transfer. Now, it doesn't seem to have a limit, as far as I know. I don't see like how many you can transfer. There's no limit or nothing like that. So what you'll do is you'll pick the characters you want to transfer. Now, as you can see, I've already transferred all mine, but we're going to just do this for the tutorial here. So Goldie Hooves, I selected her. I'm going to then hit the transfer realm. And when you do this, you'll get a suggestion, little drop down to which server you were connected to for this free transfer, where you're being sent, right? So you'll click on it, and then it'll have you are transferring to an active realm. Okay, and you'll hit continue, and then it'll send your character on its way in about 20 minutes or so. Okay, that's the fastest way to transfer your characters from your legacy or OG classic server to one of these new active ones, right? All right. So now I want to get into the things you know section of this video that are going to be useful tips and to help you out to streamline this so you don't make mistakes, you don't leave things behind, and all that stuff. So we're going to head into that next. Okay. Okay, so let's get into the things you must know. All of these tips that I'm going to give you here are going to be things that will make it impossible for you to transfer your character until it's resolved. Okay, so let's get into them. There's not very many. First, let's make sure that you cancel all of your auctions that you have posted to the auction house, right? Okay, if that'll stop you. The next one, make sure you collect all of your mail off of from the mailbox. That'll stop you as well. If you have a guild, if you're in a guild, you will have to either leave that guild, you will have to transfer leadership and leave that guild, or disband the guild completely if you don't want it anymore, right? You cannot transfer your character while in a guild. Okay. Now, the other biggest hurdle that I ran into personally was the fact that this character has WoW tokens on them, right? And this was a huge roadblock for me. Now, you will not be able to transfer your character if you have WoW tokens on that character. Okay. Now, let me explain this a little bit more. This is a level 1 bank tune that I've had since the original launch of Classic, right? She's been camped out here in Thunderbluff ever since, and she hasn't moved. But she is my bank tune. I sent all of my stuff when I was using Trade Skill Master to make gold and stuff like that. So she has a lot of WoW tokens when I was burning gold to buy them, right? Well, when I went to transfer her, they gave me an error that said sell or use these WoW tokens before transferring this character, right? So this is a choice that you have to make, okay? If it's a low-level bank toon like mine, that's pretty easy. You can just leave the character on these legacy servers, right? Your OG server, and then come back over to that server and pop a token when you need one, right? But if you have a high-level character that you play, let's say you don't use alts much, right? And you have 5 tokens on your main character or something like that, right? You will have to make the choice on whether or not to pop those tokens or leave the character here and level up a new one on the active server that you're moving to. Okay, so it sucks. I know. I was really bummed out when I tried to transfer this character over and it said you've got WoW tokens. And I was like, that stinks. So that is something you're just gonna have to deal with yourselves. Personally, like I said, I'm leaving Goldie Hooves here on this server, and I'm just gonna remake another Goldie Hooves over on the next server I'm transferring over to. Okay. Okay. So those are all of the things that will prevent you from transferring your character from a legacy server to an active one. Okay. Uh, Now I have a couple of tips that I can give you that you might want to hear as well. Okay. So make sure that you consolidate all of your items and golds to the characters you wish to transfer over from your legacy server to the new active servers. Okay. If you don't intend on coming back to the legacy servers, okay, there is no gold cap restriction that I know of, like back in the day, where we had the 50,000 gold limit or something. That's not there, so you don't have to worry about that. Uh, but it is best to make sure that you have enough bag space to carry everything you're transferring, right? The next thing is you might want to consider making a list of alternate names for your characters in case when you transfer your character or characters over to these new active servers, your name might already be taken. Now, I have a pretty unique naming style, so it doesn't affect me often, right? But it is something to consider. Okay. The next one is now when you're done doing these transfers, you have 2 options. You can you'll do the free one, right? But you can pay after you've moved with the free version to one of those other servers if you wanted to. Personally, I just I'm fine with having just a live server again with people on it, so I can make gold again. But if you want to move, there's nothing stopping you to moving from one of those new active servers from the one you got transferred to. Okay. Well, that's pretty much all I could think of, um, or issues that I ran into when transferring my characters over from the legacy servers to the new active or mega servers in Classic. I hope this guide helped you avoid some of the mistakes and roadblocks that I ran into when I was doing my transfers. This was kind of sudden. There was no desktop app notice. There was no in-game notice that telling us that we had these free transfers ready to go. And I didn't really hear anything on the grapevine, on the forums, or anything like that. So it was really confusing for a lot of people, and I totally understand. So I hope this guide really helps you, fine tune your transfers. So good luck on your new servers, and thanks for watching. And until next time.